to go? All right. But that's living soberly and righteously, bro. Because when you basically dealing with a drunkard can't walk straight. That's why it says, and this is speaking spiritually. So if you spiritually are drunk, you're gonna physically show that I can't walk straight. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because you're gonna go to church. You're gonna worship Islam. You know what I'm saying? You're going to follow all the philosophies that this world puts out to follow. You'll say some shit like, I'm under grace, I'm not under the law. That's the kind of things you're going to be speaking. And therefore, you know them by their fruit. Okay? Go ahead. Romans 3:31.
All right, this is Matthew chapter 22. I'm going to start at verse 8. Then said he to his servants, the wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Right.
So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good. And the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment.
Right.
Going back to what you were saying earlier, that grace period.
Right.
All right, well, just like with the doorkeeper, he holding the door open, waiting. You feel me? For the people that's supposed to get their shit together and get in line to go through that door.
Right.
And shit, whenever that time was ready, he seen it. That what? It was a man who his garment wasn't it wasn't furnished. It wasn't white.
Right.
So what happened? Destruction came to him.
Right. And let's keep in mind now, this is not speaking about physical garments. You go ahead, huh?
All right, this is Romans.
That's all you had?
Yeah, that was it on it.
You don't want to read the rest?
Oh yeah, I can.
Go ahead.
It said, verse 12, and he said unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment?
Right.
And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot. And
Bind
take
him
him away."
hand and foot. Now, you got to know and how to decipher when you're speaking like spiritually, when you're looking at this. You can imagine a man being in a wedding, and you know what I'm saying, in a wedding. Okay? Now, you're basically saying, how did you get in here and no one invited you? Kind of like when you get to the kingdom. Or you're getting, you know what I'm saying, getting there, and it's saying, what you doing here, dude? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you get in here? Go ahead.
Basically to what he just read. It says, and cast him into outer darkness.
So basically,
That's crazy,
now
bro.
you have those missiles coming.
Yep.
You can't get this salvation, bro.
Yep.
This wasn't for you. So now you got, hey, bam, get him out of here.
You got bro man in your motherfucking
Yeah.
kitchen making a sound.
Yeah, what you doing here, bro? You don't belong here.
Ain't nobody opened the door for this dude. He done broke in through the back
Exactly.
door and shit. You got
And that's just like the one you read when it said climbing up that way.
Yep.
Woo,
Bro.
bro,
Climbing in.
read that again.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah, grab that again, bro. That's climbing up that way. That was wrong.
It's he tried to go away around it. It's this
Damn.
That's
trying to
crazy,
go
bro.
around it, huh?
Uh-huh.
Like, shit, hey,
Damn, bro.
nigga, let me in the front door. I'm a
Hey,
Find a way.
hey, I'm gonna
throw
find
a
a way.
fucking arrow on
Make
top of your
perfect
shit.
sense.
And you know what
Chimney.
that's ultimately saying too, bro? That's saying that some people actually think they're right.
Yeah.
They think the ways that they're going is right. And the most it shows you that motherfuckers will be sifted the fuck out, bro. Because everything you're doing will be brought to the light to where you going around, you looking at everybody in the wedding, you looking at everybody like, hey man, it's a lot of people in here. Like, hold on, what is he doing in here? You don't have no garment. You wasn't invited to this.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you go up to, hey man, what you doing in here? That shows you that the Lord will have a sifting process, and you seeing it right now. Motherfuckers being sifted the fuck out.
Yep.
You read it, I'm gonna reread this just for edification.
This is hey, this is John chapter 10 and verse 1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door, entereth into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber.
Crazy, bro.
So, and that's basically like you trying to make sure you get your way into this motherfucker.
A thief and a robber. That means you're a fucking fugitive.
Yep.
You sneaking your. crawling your sideways ass in here. It wasn't meant for you to be in here, bro. So, you know what else they're saying? That these motherfuckers trying to obtain salvation the wrong way. How you gonna get salvation coming in, not the way, the straight and narrow path?
They gotta go around it.
Why the straight and narrow path is what's going to lead you to salvation. But what you tried to do, you tried to obtain it going to church and saying, well, my pastor told me the laws don't abide no more. That's going in the way that's broad, you know what I'm saying, that everybody goes in. There's going to be a lot of motherfuckers that's trying to go in that way. And every one of them going to get weeded out. Nope, it's not for you. Get your ass up out of here. This wedding ain't for you. Get your ass up out of here.
Let me just reread this for what he just brought out. Matthew 22 and I'm going to start at 12. And he said unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Alright, so shit, basically, just like what you said earlier. Like, how you got up in here? Like, who told you you was able to get salvation? Alright, shit. Because look, they went around it. So in order for you going around and not going that straight and narrow path, shit, your ass gonna be killed for that.
You got some more on it?
Nah, that's it.
I got a precept back you up. Hey, this 2 Corinthians 10 and 18. For not he that commended himself is approved, for whom the Lord commended. So you can't send forth yourself and I'm a prophet. I'm a prophet. It don't work like that. It's of what? Of the order that Yahweh Shem Yahshua that please him.
Right.
Going to that word commended basically means to send forth. You know? So you can't send
yourself.
forth yourself.
You can't send yourself. I'm gonna just go around this way. And a pastor can't send forth you either. You know what I'm saying? A pastor will lead you. He's supposed to be the first one to walk over. Hey, church, congregation, follow me. This the way in. So he gonna crawl his ass over, and all them motherfuckers gonna follow, and they gonna be in the wedding also. Who led y'all in? Everybody gonna. He did.
Yeah.
So he gonna go to them. Hey man, what authority did you come to lead people to this wedding when you wasn't fucking invited? Bind their ass up. Get them the fuck out of here. And all that's going to be made known in the end, bro. Like, you're seeing it. You're seeing pastors in churches. You can go to a simple YouTube video that has something to do with somebody being killed by a white cop. And you read down in the bottom, it'll be just a regular name person. Oh, yeah, man. They the devil. They Satan who the Bible speak of. We the chosen people. Like, you know, everybody knows now. You know what I'm saying? But you still got motherfuckers going to church. But everybody is hip to Esau's game now. And these 2/3 ass coon shucking and jiving Christian Negroes or whatever the fuck you want to call them, lying to people. All right? I got that Romans 3 and 31 first.
This is Romans chapter 3, verse 31. Do we then make void the law through faith? Yahweh forbid. Yea, we establish the law.
You don't get rid of the law because you have faith. Okay? So how the hell can people say that we're not under the law, we're under grace? It just told you. Are we going to make the law void because we have faith in the Lord now? That we have grace? Fuck no. We're going to follow the law. Because that's what it's all about. Faith is just a substance in showing you that I have to do this to obtain this. How the hell are you going to say I have faith? Is that it? Faith without works is dead. So how the hell you going to just say, man, I got faith in the Lord, so I'm getting up out of here. You got faith, so how are you showing your faith? How are you proving it?
Right.
You're just telling me, okay? You can't tell me you love me. That comes with actions. Go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 6, verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin,
So shall we continue breaking the laws? Go ahead.
that grace may abound?
That grace can supersede what we're supposed to be doing. So we can do what we want to do now because we got grace. I ain't got to follow them laws no more. We got grace now. This is that nigga creeping over that wall, trying to get in that motherfucking, trying to get off in that wedding.
If I could add, that could also relate to the heathens, like them, because they try to put themselves into the grace,
Right,
knowing that what it was only given to the ones that was under the law.
right.
So that's just like the heathens creeping us outside the wall, trying to get up in there.
Trying to get in there. But we know that shall we continue in sin? So this more speaking. I see your point out, but this is kind of like speaking to Israel
Yeah,
because
correct.
you know who can sin.
Yeah.
Now, if you get in that wedding,
And in the wedding,
yeah, you know, like man, this you see Negroes.
you see Edomites.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then again, it's the spirit too. You got to read that spirit.
Yeah, kinda.
You know, Esau getting that bitch and he got music playing, dancing, and this nigga all off
he
beat
all
and
off
shit.
beat.
Hey man, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. You just know off the rip, this nigga don't belong here. You know what I'm saying? So it says, what shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? What is abound? What does abound mean?
It's like
Above.
above.
To exceed, like
To exceed. So shall we jump over this wall? We can jump over this wall now. That's abound. We're going above and beyond the laws. That's what they're telling you.
Wicked niggas.
That's what they're telling you. So now we can sin because grace is on top of the law. So we can do what the hell we want to do now because we can go, oh, hey, we stepping on top of the laws now. We don't have to do that no more. Grace is here. What does it say?
It says, I'll start over. This is Romans chapter 6, verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? Most High forbid.
No. You're not going to do away with the laws because you feel you have grace now. Grace doesn't supersede following the commandments. Okay? Grace is the time that you have to do the fucking commandments.
And them,
That's the time you have to do them. To basically right your wrongs. You've been going off this wrong way the whole time. And you're going to tell me you're going to continue in the same way? Hey, bro, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over, expecting different results.
That's speaking straight to them damn Christian pastors because they be the ones that go around not keeping the law.
Exactly.
You ain't gonna find no average Jake shit.
Right, and pushing the shit off. And pushing it off to their congregation. Correct?
It says, Yahweh forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein?
So how we? You already dead. So how you gonna get grace? You already dead. So how can you be made alive if you're still dead? Like it makes no sense, bro. Okay, if you dead and you laid flat, how the hell can you be made alive?